What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Mike.
What's up, Clement Falls? This is Dave.
Hope y'all are having a good or had a good Memorial weekend, and remember to think of those and respect those that we've lost. It's a important holiday.
And it's not necessarily for the veterans, but if you know somebody, just thank them while they're here.
Yeah. So it's just Dave and I for a change. It last couple of weeks have been, we had Andy Nichols on here last week, who, as it turns out, uh, won his election. So good on us. I don't think he could have done it without us.
Yeah. No, it was nice to have him on. It was nice to have Vicky and Becky on from Nomini. And really, thank you guys. We're here for you. It's kind of surreal. Um,
It's very much appreciated. We
yeah.
our following is stable, growing slightly. It seems week by week. And for those of you that have been with us from the very beginning, we just want to give a shout out and say thank you. It's not unnoticed and it's very much appreciated. And again, uh, actually, it's something that Andy pointed out. Klamath Falls needs some kind of media aside from the paid for press, if you want to look at it that way. And we're just here to share the stories and things that are going on around Klamath Falls. So, not biased, not taking sides, just here to share stories with you.
I don't know why. I just thought we are the Rage Against the Machine. Yeah,
I
that's
like that.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but no, he did say that, and it's weird. Just thanks to everybody again, Andrew, Vicky, and Becky. Um, we share this with family and friends, of course, but it's the weird, not weird, but it's the times you walk into a place and you don't even think, and then somebody you haven't. Oh, you're on YouTube. It's like, yeah, man,
Yeah, a
it's
little.
humbling. It's cool. Thank you.
Yep,
Seriously.
very humbling and very cool to go out to breakfast or go out for a cocktail at the Coop and be recognized by folks. And it's not why we're doing it, but it's kind of cool when somebody reaches out and says, "Hey, so we watch your program." Feels pretty good.
It does. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
And so moving into some stuff, I guess. Man, people are losing their minds on at least Facebook, at least. So haven't heard 97 is going to be closed, and it's going to be closed for 6 weeks. They're calling it.
So that probably means 2 months.
Yeah, that's debatable. But my outtake from this whole thing, the traffic elsewhere is going to be horrendous. So the whole story, they're working on the bridge, basically at Veterans Park. They've been doing that for a couple months now. So that part they're officially going to close, and you're going to have to go elsewhere. So going from Bend to Weed or anywhere north south through town, it's going to be you're not going to go through town anymore.
Or you're really going to go through town.
Yeah, long way through
So
town.
they're going to detour you off up there by Pelican Cinemas, or um, and run you down Crater Lake Parkway, Highway 39 to Cross Road and back out to 97 if you're headed south, going that way. If you're headed north, you're going to get bumped off at Cross Road, and you're going to have to go over to 39, just the opposite, and up 39, Crater Lake Parkway, and get dumped back on up north there by the Shiloh. So that's going to be an inconvenient trip, and it's going to be inconvenient for those of us in town because Crater Lake Parkway is going to be a nightmare.
Yep. And I think unless ODOT or whoever's working on that is really sneaky, they should just close. I'll say a mile plus or minus from the bridge, so it's better than the whole way. I mean, if you
Yeah.
need to get in and around downtown or Green Springs to the theater, I bet you still can. We'll have to wait and see, but that starts July 8th.
July 8th, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know why they're not going to just divert them off at Green Springs, but They're not. So so be it.
Yeah, we'll see.
So just be aware of that one.
Buckle in and have fun.
Right. On some good news, there was a 12-year-old girl, Macy Marie Elizabeth King, that was a runaway basically, and she was located by Klamath County Sheriff's officers on May 20th and rescued. She was with a much older man, if you want to call him that. I don't really want to because he's a predator with a young girl. Anyway,
Call him creepy dude.
yeah, creepy dude. Anyway, she is safe and has been returned to her mom down in Chico. And creepy dude is in jail where he belongs and hopefully doesn't see the light of freedom for a long time to come. But the good news is, the important part is, she's safe, and kudos to Klamath County Sheriff's officers for finding her and getting her back to her family.
Yeah, nicely done, guys. That's not a good story at all, but yeah, at least she's back home.
Happy ending.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
yeah.
Some national news, I guess. Morgan Spurlock is the name of the dude, but he's created. I didn't know this until the show. He's created about or directed, excuse me, directed about 23 movies, but he's better known for, and this is a little older, but Super Size Me. He also did a follow up on the chicken sandwich, but he's passed. 54 years old. Couldn't really find a whole lot, but complications of cancer. So
Yeah, sorry to hear he's gone because Super Size Me, for those of you that haven't seen that, I think it was like a month straight he ate nothing but McDonald's, like their supersized meals. And sorry, McDonald's, but it is what it is. And he just showed how destructive it is to your health if you just living on that and obesity, and how it affected his blood pressure and just his well-being in general. And so he made a point of subjecting himself to um, day-to-day things that we might take for granted to show you, if you overdo it, how it can negatively impact you. And so, good guy, good intentions, and sorry to hear he's gone.
my number one take out from that show was the McGurgles. Any anytime anytime an employee asked if he would like to supersize, he had to.
Ah,
The rules of the document or whatever. But one point in time, he was eating something. I forget what it was, but he's like, "Yeah, I feel a case of the McGurgles coming up." Anyway,
all right.
so yeah, there's a little humor to go out on that one, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to take things a little out of order here. I want to,
Crazy.
about a month or so ago, Dave and I kind of had a little review of the Jet House restaurant over at the airport. And Dave had, and I had nothing really negative to say about it. Dave had very positive things to say and kind of pointed out how the food was more created in house instead of, thawed out from a freezer and microwaved or whatever. I complained a little bit about the high pricing, or what I thought was slightly overpriced. So I wanted to give him a second chance. So I went back there this last week for breakfast, and I had biscuits and gravy, eggs and bacon. And I retract my previous statement. It was
Oh,
fantastic breakfast. I biscuits and gravy. All right, pretty basic, pretty much a staple meal. Um, these biscuits were the best biscuits I've ever had. Period. The gravy was good. So, and it was like 16 bucks for breakfast with a large orange juice and all that. So, uh, reasonably priced and delicious. It was really a good breakfast. So I got to give a shout out to the Jet House, since I don't feel like I badmouth them, but I didn't give the most positive impression. And I'm going to retract that and go back and say that it was well worth it. Their breakfast was
won
really
you
good.
over.
They won me over. Yeah,
Oh,
great wait staff too, lady. Very nice lady there. So give them a shout.
nice. And it's nice to, okay, so yeah, if you take the time to curate your ranch, curate your biscuits from scratch, it shows.
And she confirmed that they make their biscuits in house. So they don't look like anything spectacular when you get them, but if you order them, if you like biscuits and gravy, I'd recommend them because the first bite, I was like, all right, this is a little different. This is pretty good. So give them a shout.
Nice. All right. They're At the airport.
Yep, second floor of the main airport building.
All right. Well, I've been. I'll go outside of the zone a little bit. I was up in Bend this last week yeah, for activities, and somebody mentioned we were talking about dinner. Somebody mentioned Pinky G's Pizzeria up in Bend, Oregon. They're on Third Street. They took over. There used to be a little mom and pop diner there, but man, that is bomb pizza. So Guy Fieri, supposedly from what I heard, knows the dude that reopened that diner, and he's endorsed his own pizza, of course. Whatever, it's the bomb. Um, New York style, I would call it. Nice, big old pillowy, crispy crust. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Ah, and, if you're on my Facebook, it was on there. It was delicious. But yeah, Third Street, Pinky G's, Bend, Oregon. Go check that place out.
I have to definitely stop in there next time we're in Bend for a whiskey hunt.
There you go. There you go.
And things to do, because we like to talk about those, since some folks like to talk about there's nothing to do. So starting on May 31st through June 2nd is Free Fish Weekend.
Yeah, and so I think that weekend you're gonna have to pick your poison. You're either gonna be at one place or the other, unless you're going back and forth or something. So yeah, Free Fish is at Lake of the Woods, and then you got a car show on the first. So where are you gonna be?
Is it just the Lake of the Woods free fishing? Or is it Klamath County?
I believe it's Lake of the Woods.
Okay. All right.
But check your fishing pamphlet.
Yeah, do a little research, but and benefit for the basin, like Dave just mentioned, is June 1st, and this year they've got, if you're familiar with Street Outlaws, which by the way, Dana White just bought the rights to, so I'm expecting to see more brawls and the disagreements over how a race finished in the near future.
UFC Dana.
UFC Dana White bought the rights to Street Outlaws, the racing program.
Alrighty. Well, he's
Diversifying his portfolio.
branching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I did not know that.
But I digress.
All right.
So getting back to benefit for the basin, Kamikaze Chris from Street Outlaws is going to be here on June 1st, and apparently him and Dave Kendig were talking at some event. Dave Kendig, of course, Kendig Design. They've come to benefit for the basin a few times. But Dave was telling Chris about how much he enjoyed the area here in the event, and Chris apparently didn't take a whole lot of convincing, and he said, "I'm there," so he'll be here, and
It's nice that they somehow can pull. Ken Diggett's awesome. Street Outlaws. It's
some
amazing.
automotive celebrities. Yeah. So benefit for the basin, guys. You know, if you can hook something up with, I don't know, maybe Chip Foose, that'd be awesome.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be a winner.
Kel's Customs. Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right. So anyway, that's what's going on. So 31st through the 2nd of June is Free Fish Weekend at Lake of the Woods, and then again, benefit for the basin June 1st, and that'll be at the fairgrounds.
And then the week after, the 6th, 6-8, Keno Car Show. It's season. You haven't noticed it's car show season.
Yeah.
Get your
It's
guns out.
blowing up.
No.
Yeah. June 8th. I believe that's going to be a Keno tractor, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Yeah. And then Cruise of Klamath, the festivities for that begin June 27th and run through the 30th. And that's always a good time. So that's a few of the upcoming events for Klamath Falls. Got a few things going on.
Polish chrome, get some wax on that thing. Bring it on out.
Yeah, and your car too.
Oh. Oh, well then. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. I don't know that I got a whole lot else.
I don't either, but once again, seriously, thank you guys. It's surreal, really.
Yeah.
But
And we've got some things on the way to show our appreciation too. We got a little swag, we got some decals and stuff, and I think we're gonna have. There's a Facebook page here in Klamath bad drivers and parking of Klamath Falls or something like that. And I think there's going to be a little contest coming up based off of the photos that are posted there for some swag. So might be some stickers, might be some T-shirts, maybe it'll be both. But stay tuned, and as soon as the products are in hand, we'll announce the contest and how it's going to work. Just our way of giving
Little,
back and saying thank you.
yeah, little interaction with
Also,
our fans.
keep an eye out for Dave and I at one of the upcoming farmers markets because uh, be walking around, probably handing out some decals, and we'd just like to meet some of you that watch the show. So keep an eye out, and if you see us, please stop us and say hi. We'd like to hear from you.
Well, and third Thursday. So the
And third Thursday.
first third Thursday should be this month. So
Yep, yep, and gonna do our best to be at all of those too. Not necessarily with a booth, but just out strolling around. And again, we'd like to meet you and say hi and uh, have a
maybe schedule you to come on here.
sure, sure.
We've got a few in the banks. Maybe
We do, we do.
doing our homework.
We're doing our homework. We're working on improving the show every week. If you saw yesterday or the reel from over the weekend, we're in here trying to clean the studio up a little bit more. We've been working on camera angles. They haven't changed a whole lot if you're used to the show, but things are brought in a little bit closer, and um,
Fine tune.
we're learning as we go along still. So bear with us, but this is for Klamath Falls. It's for you guys. So stick with us, and you never know what's going to happen next.
Thank you guys. Please follow, like, subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yep, that keeps us motivated and digging for more and better content for you guys. So thank you, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, guys.